Counter advice, I just keep it like that. He doesn't want that advice. He gets when to watch the full speech enough. After watching it, he spoke well, not very very well, but he spoke well throughout the speech. So when he decided to go away from what he was already reading, because the all kind no kind free prepared speech, no kind free it to him directly from the head directly. So when he decided to go away from it, that was when he decided to vow out all that, and that was through a performance of emotions, taking the best out of him. When emotions come to play, you have to be intelligent about it, and emotional intelligence also. But Kane has not been. There's not anything that I didn't see that. There's no with this particular administration, the 64th administration has not been anything. There has been other administration that has been embezzle funds and cases allegedly. Let's get into it. Sorry. The main thing now, Emma Rain by and say, as the SRC president, you have to at least do some state of the SRC address about concerning what the SRC administration has been doing. And first April, that was first April Fool's Day. He decided to do an how do you call it? SRC state of SRC something, but that didn't run out of when they turned it as an April Fool prank or something like that. And fast forward today, that was yesterday, that's 30th August. He also decided to do state of SRC address, and that one too, a whole lot of brouhaha. Let's take a listen. You can take a listen at this. And one thing that has been happening behind the scenes is that a lot has been happening behind the scenes. Yes, if you know it, because a lot has been going on, even behind, like within the a lot, and not everything is good for camera. You get it, and the fight, a lot has been happening behind the scenes. So right after the speech, like the state of the SRC address, the president came, His Excellency, he deserved it. His Excellency King Francis walked out from the SRC Parliament when there was a whole lot of going on. You should, like I say, boost our questions. You get me, because you can't just come and state your address and go. So after that, he came to the like hostel. From my point of view, and I was just there, and the energy was coming with it. It was coming with full energy, energy, and energy. Carry yes, it was coming with energy with his vice president behind me. I was like, oh, this work I've seen is not usual. So it was later that I get to know, say, okay, he was coming from a furious incident that happened. And let's take a dive into the speech he gave. So the speech His Excellency King Francis gave, I've watched the full video. Initially, I didn't watch. So I decided that I'll watch the full video before I take any comment about it, because I can't come out and just comment, because based on what the social media is saying. So I watched the full video, and the full video what I noticed is that there were some of the comments he made that was rightly, like, it will be on man. Sorry, there was some of the comment that was rightly from the mind, like wasn't written down. So from starting to a bit in the middle of the speech, no, he was reading through this his speech, his statement. Meaning, I know kind. So to when he said you should keep your advice when you become the as president, that period was when he was talking about the reinstatement of the, how do you call it, the whole week, no, not the whole week, the SRC week celebration. So since then, no, he decided to move away from the speech that he was reading. That was he been talking from his mind, and he made that statement that if you have any advice, keep it. And he doesn't know, if you don't know what it takes to be an SRC president. Yeah, this is merely truly a case of emotions. In this instance, emotions can take the best out of you. Yes, because from if watching the video, you can see that it's just emotions, not planned to talk bad or trash about anybody or something. But and the statement is just trying to make that if you have any advice, keep it that. He doesn't need any advice from you. If you need advice, then you will give it to him. But if he doesn't need it, then why are you trying to? Yes, Unfair advice, I just keep it like that. He doesn't want that advice. You get me? Now, let's come to the emotions matter I was talking about. It takes a lot to be SRC president. And King Nana Francis has run the SRC president for twice, a second term. He did it for the first time. And the work is that goes through and a whole lot. And also did it for the next round. That's the second time. The first time and the second round. So the next time to the energy and the everything he put in now was massive. You get me? So being massive sound, just imagine first year, second year, all agenda, agenda, agenda. I doesn't I'm not defending him or something for that, but it was his own personal opinion also or personal choices. So running the SRC is a whole community on its own because you have a whole bunch of administration staffs that you work with and all that. A whole and working with how do you call it? You represent the student body at the main head administration and all that. It's a whole work on its own. So if you don't know, so trying to in this instance, he was trying to express his frustrations and all that has been going on through his. As I recommend or I suggest that could have been an how should I? I'm not trying to say advice. I nearly said advice. That could have been an advice is the best way to. That could have been a suggestion for. That could have been a suggestion, or maybe a piece of take home to the people that maybe you become a SRC president. So this is what I'm telling you. The next administration, because a lot of people were there. The next newly executive elected, so they were all there trying to hear what you say. If not for everybody, my main man, Samuel, Adu Kwame Samuel, that's the MP for Eja constituency. He was also seated there trying to get someone or two for the next administration. So, if not for anything, you could have said a word or two. That one would have gingered him or informed him or them about maybe giving them idea about how the administration look like because it's a bunch of administrators. Even the minute person in there also have a people like people he administrate to. You get it? So in this instance, I was saying a lot has been going on behind the scenes. Initially in the first stages of the administration, a fight broke. This purely behind the scenes matters. Things that happened behind the scenes. A fight broke out between two, and yesterday too, the same fight. After he read the budget and came back to the hostel, like I was watching, I was like the movement of it. So till then, I became to notice that the Tokobi because we were inside, there's some back and forth banter between some people. So I wanted to see, and it was related to that same speech you went and give and came back and further go on. The security came to take the people involved. That's two shorties or some three shorties and some boys and all that. That belongs to the camp of Cain, like trying to say why are these shorties trying to you get and they're trying to defend their people, also trying to protect the picture and the of their president. Notwithstanding, that one notwithstanding, but say you could pee because today you have a lot. And the conversation that's been going on is that if you want to see how your future leaders will be, take a look at your current SRC administration or current SRC president. That one is a true statement, but for Kane in particular, the Kane I know is a very good speaker and he's a very good public speaker that doesn't speak out of he doesn't speak. He's a good speaker. Everybody knows that. So one thing that I thought it was the case is emotions because it could have been provoked by someone also. But if my advice to him is that he said he doesn't need advice, but I'm trying to advise the general public as a whole. If he doesn't need advice, that means people should not. Yes, my advice to him that if someone provoked you or something, you should just try and keep that emotional intelligence. You get me? And voice out. But Kane has not been. There's not anything that I've been see that. There's no with this particular administration, the 64th administration has not been anything. There has been other administration that has been embezzle funds and cases allegedly allegations like a whole lot of cases. But this administration has been that one that has not been found of that brouhaha unless even that one self it doesn't really happen like that. It's just this one. We've heard of cases that has been embezzlement of funds to other parts of the world, like uh, uh, South Africa, and a whole lot of things, and other allegations such as uh, how do you call it? There have been allegations leveled against other uh, under administrations, past administration. King's administration has never suffered any bullying or so. So this one is a true case of emotional and emotions intelligence.